Hello and welcome back to our class. Our lesson for today will be addition of integers. So this is intended for grade 7, quarter 1, module 3. Our objective for today, so to perform addition of integers using sign tiles, letter B is line numbers, and letter C is for the roots. So if you are new in my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to receive notification about my new videos. So before proceed to our lesson, let's review what we have discussed on absolute value. Let's determine the absolute value of the following numbers. Okay, absolute value of negative 14 is 14. That's correct. Number 2, absolute value of negative 10 is positive 10. Correct. Next, negative absolute value of negative 8 is negative 8. That's good. Number 4, negative absolute value of negative 7 is equal to negative 7. Excellent. Number 5, absolute value of 100, which is equal to 100. That's right. Number 6, absolute value of negative 21 is equal to 21. And lastly, absolute value of 64 is equal to 64. Now that you have learned what we have discussed about the absolute value, let's proceed to our topic today. The first method that we will use in addition of integers is actually sign tiles. So we will let positive for this orange tile and the blue tile is the negative tile. Okay, if we will combine together, it will have plus the zero pair. Alright, so let's have positive 2 plus positive 5. Again, we have 2 positives and I'll put another 5. So the total is equal to 7. That's correct. Let's consider negative 6 plus negative 3. Again, I'll use these tiles. So I have negative 6 and I'll add another negative 3. So the total is equal to negative 9. Excellent. Alright, so let's consider negative 9 plus 7. So I'll represent negative 9 as negative 9 tiles. Then I have here 7 positive tiles. But take note that if I'll combine one positive and one negative tile, okay, one positive and one negative tile, it means this is actually zero pair. So I'll remove the zero pairs. So let's remove. Okay. Then so what is left plus is actually two negative tiles. So the answer here is negative 9 plus 7 is equal to negative 2. Alright, so we have negative 3 plus 7. So let's represent negative 3 with 3 negative tiles and 7 positive tiles. Again, I'll remove, okay, pairs that will make up 0. So this is one positive and one negative. So if I'll combine this is actually 0 pair. So I'll remove that. So I have here 1, 2, and 3. So what is left here, class, is actually 4 positive tiles. So therefore, negative 3 plus 7 is equal to positive 4. I may drop, guys, the positive symbols. It means that it is actually positive 4. Now that you have idea on adding integers using tiles, let us move to another technique, which is actually adding integers using number line. Let's consider negative 4 plus positive 5. But before that, take note that if I have positive, it means we will move to the right. If we have negative, it means we will move to the left. So we have negative 4 here, so we will start with Okay, negative 4. So start here with negative 4. Since I have here positive 5, it means that I'll move 5 times to the right. So let's move. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I end up with positive 1. Again, so negative 4 plus positive 5 is equal to positive 1. Let us consider another example. If I have here 7 plus negative 10, so remember that positive means that we will move to the right and negative means we will move to the left. So I'll start here with positive 7. There you have it. Then I'll move 10 times to the left. So let's have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'll end up with negative 3. So therefore, 7 plus negative 10 is equal to negative 3. Let's try another example. If I have negative 2 plus negative 5. Remember that positive means we will move to the right and negative means we will move to the left. So I'll start with negative 2. Since I have here negative 5, it means that we will move to the left 5 times. So let's start. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I end up with negative 7. So therefore, negative 2 plus negative 5 is equal to negative 7. Since you have learned adding integers using number line, to explain further, let us try the rules in adding integers. So the first rule is when the integers have like signs, add the numbers and copy the common signs. So example, we have 10 plus 5. Since 10 and 5 have the same signs, which is actually positive, we simply add 10 and 5, which is equal to 15. Another example. So negative 28 plus negative 6. Both of them have the same sign, so negative 28 plus negative 6. So simply add the numbers and copy the common sign. So we have negative 34. Next, we have 5 plus 6 plus 7. All of them have actually positive signs. So simply add 5, 6, and 7. So we have 18. Last one, so we have negative 9 plus negative 6 plus negative 5. All of them has negative symbols, so simply add 9, 6, and 5. So we have actually 20 and copy the common sign. In addition to the first rule of addition of integers, we will have rule number 2. So rule number 2 says that when the integers have unlike signs, subtract the numbers and use the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. So let's have example. Positive 38 plus negative 20. So what we're going to do with 38 and 20 is we simply subtract them. So subtract. So 38 minus 20, so we have 18. But 38 has greater absolute value, so we will follow the sign of 38. So we have positive 18. Next, negative 42 plus 16. Since we are adding unlike signs, again, we will subtract 42 and 16. And we will copy the sign of negative 42 because it has greater absolute value. So, we have negative 26. Next, if I have here negative 14 plus 22 plus negative 16 plus 8. So, we can rearrange 22 and 16 and group together the like signs. So I have here negative 14 plus negative 16 plus 22 plus 8. Notice that I rearrange negative 16 and 22. I apply here the commutative property of addition. Okay? Then I'll add negative 16 and negative 14. So I'll add up with negative 30. And take note that 22 plus 8 will give us 30. Now, I have here adding unlike signs. So let's recall that rule number 1 says that if we have unlike signs, we subtract the numbers and copy the sign of the greater absolute value. Okay? However, negative 30 and 30 have the same absolute value. So therefore, the answer here is equal to 0. To summarize our discussion on addition of integers, so we have here the first part, which is adding like signs. If we say adding like signs, we simply add the numbers or the integers and copy the common sign. Example, if I have negative 20 plus negative 5 is equal to negative 25 because I have common sign which is negative. So I add here negative and add the numbers 20 and 5 as 25. So negative 20 plus negative 5 is equal to negative 25. Another example, if I have 75 plus 5 is equal to 80. So 75 and 5 have the same common sign which is equal to or positive sign. So 75 plus 5 is equal to 80. On the other hand, if we will add unlike signs, so we will subtract and copy the sign of the bigger number. Take note, if we say the bigger number, it means the greater absolute value. So let's have example. 48 plus 20 is equal to 28. Now, I'll subtract 48 by 20, so that is 28. And since 48 has a greater absolute value, or literally, it is a bigger number, so I'll follow the sign of 48, which is positive. On the other hand, if I have negative 46 plus 21, so I'll subtract, so that is 25. However, 46 is the bigger number. Take note, it is actually the greater absolute, has a greater absolute value. So it means that negative 46 plus 21 equals negative 25. To elaborate further our discussion on addition of integers, let's try this word problem. Mrs. Reyes charged 3,752 worth of groceries on her credit card. Find her balance after she made a payment of 2,530 pesos. So, again, we will represent 3,752 charge as negative 372. This is in the view of, Mrs. Reyes. And then she made a payment of 2,530. So that is positive 2,530. Again, if we will recall, we are adding unlike signs, so we will subtract and follow the sign of the greater absolute value. So we have negative 1,222. So what does it mean by negative 1,222? It means that Mrs. Reyes owe 1,222 pesos. Let us consider this word problem. In a game, Team Ascals lost 5 years in one play but gained 7 yards in the next play. What was the actual yardage gained by the team? So, we will represent here lost 5 yards as negative 5, whilst gain 7 yards is positive 5. That is in the view of Team Ascals. So, we will have negative 5 plus 7. So again, we are adding a like sign. We will subtract and follow the sign of the greater absolute value. So we have here positive 2. So what does it mean by 2? So it means that The actual yardage gained by the Team Ascal is 2. To evaluate what you have learned from our topic, try to answer our exercises, then check your answers on the answer key. So thank you once again, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to receive notification about my new videos. Bye-bye!